Yeah, good afternoon, dear students. Already, I hope everyone have taken the problem as well as solution part. So, this is the calculation relating to future value of single cash flow. What do you mean by future value of single cash flow? That means they will give the present value, and from the present value you have to calculate the future value, but one time everyone are making the investment, that is called as future value of single cash flow. They will give you the present value and you have to calculate the future value. Maybe a 3 mark question or sometimes 7 mark question, together they will ask 3 to 4 questions. So we'll discuss all the problem as well as solution in today's part. Calculate the compound value of rupees 10,000. Try to understand compound value is nothing but future value. Calculate the compound value is nothing but calculate the future value. Yeah, calculate the compound value of rupees 10,000, comma, when 10,000 is invested for 3 years and interest on it compound at 12 percentage per annum. So interest rate is 12 percentage, investment for 3 years, you have to calculate compound value. Compound value means you have to calculate the future value. So what is 10,000 now? 10,000 is investment amount, that is a present value. Meaning is today you are investing 10,000 rupees and after 3 years you want to calculate what is the future value. So apply the formula. This is future value of single cash flow. Why? Because present value is given. We have asked to calculate compound value. Compound value means future value. So formula Fn is equal to P into 1 plus I to the power n. Either you can use this formula or you can use this formula. Fn is equal to P into CVF Ni. Any formula you can use. This is by using the table. This is using the calculator. Yeah, P is 10,000 into 1 plus I is 12 percentage. Therefore, I am taking 0.12 to the power 3 because N is 3 years. Use your calculator. Substitute this part first. 1 plus 0.12 to the power 3. Use your calculator. This step is not required. Try to understand. Second step is not required. Directly go to the third step. Yeah. What is the value? 1 plus 0.12 to the power 3 is nothing but you will get long figure, but always sorry, always you have to take 3-digit value, that is 1.405. Asifa, once you calculate and tell me 1 plus 0.12 to the power 3 means how much? Quickly. Yeah, calculate yourself so that you will get the long figure, but take only 3-digit 1.405. Then don't directly multiply with the 10,000 rupees. Press separately 10,000 into 1.405. For the long digit, if you multiply 10,000 rupees means you will get a slightly different answer. Therefore, take the 3-digit value, then press separately and multiply. So value is 14,050, or else you can refer, see, it is the calculation of future value, therefore you have to refer CVF table. CVF table you have to refer for 3 years at 12 percentage, the same table value. What is the calculated figure you have taken? The same table value you can find. So 1.405 multiply with the 10,000, that is 14,050. Same answer you will get. We'll go to the second question. Calculate the compound value. Once again, try to understand. Compound value calculation means future value calculation. So calculate the compound value when calculate the compound value of rupees 8,000 when 8,000 is invested for 7 years and interest on it is compounded at 7 percentage. So interest rate is 7 percentage. What is 8,000 rupees? You are investing 8,000 rupees single time or one time. Therefore, it is the case of future value of single cash flow. One time you are investing 8,000 rupees. You are investing for 7 percentage interest rate for 7 years. Therefore, you have to apply the formula future value of single cash flow. Fn is equal to P into 1 plus I to the power n. So 8,000 present value, 1 plus 7 percentage interest means 0.07 to the power 7. So value is 12,840. This third step you ignore, directly you write a 3-digit value. Then multiply 8,000, 12,840. Suppose if you are referring table means this is always easier method. CBF 7 percentage, 7 years you have to refer. So you will get 1.606 table value. You can refer that later part. So answer is 12,848. Slightly different answer you will get because of fraction. That is not a problem. So in exam, always try to use both the method. Yeah, this is the case of future value of single cash flow. Now, next concept, it is important concept, multiple period of compounding. What do you mean by multiple period of compounding? Normally in all the problem, interest is charged once in a year. But under multiple period of compounding, interest may be charged half yearly, interest may be charged quarterly, interest may be charged monthly, interest may be charged weekly, interest may be charged daily basis. That time you have to apply different formula, that is multiple period of compounding. Very easy to remember. For multiple period of compounding, only in formula m will come. What do you mean by m? M means number of time compounding. If it is half year means m is equal to 2. If it is quarterly means m is equal to 4. If it is monthly means m is equal to 12. If it is weekly means m is equal to 52. If it is daily basis calculation means m is equal to 365. Now we'll see the problem. How much does deposit of rupees 40,000 grow at the end of the 10th year? That means you have to calculate the future value for the 10th year at 6% interest, and compounding is done semi-annually. Compounding is done semi-annually. What do you mean by compounding is done semi-annually? That means for every 6 months they are calculating the interest. Once the semi-annually, monthly, quarterly is given means m is given in the problem. That time you have to apply the formula wherever m is available in the formula. Therefore, multiple period of compounding formula you have to apply. That is Fn is equal to P into 1 plus I divided by m to the power n into m. N is number of year, m is number of time compounding. Here number of time compounding is semi-annually. Semi-annually means 2. Try to understand. Quarterly is given means m is equal to 4. Now present value is how much? Today you are investing 40,000 single investment into 1 plus I. What is I? Rate of interest 6%. So 0.06 divided by number of time compounding is semi-annually. Therefore take 2 to the power number of year how much? 10 year. And the number of time compounding is 2. Now everyone use the calculator. This step is not required. Third step is not required. Go to the fourth step directly. I will give you the instruction. Use your calculator. Suppose if you are using scientific calculator means 0.06 divided by 2. Do it. Then plus 1. Then to the power 20. 10 into 2 means 20. Then you will get the long digit. Take only the 3 digit, that is maybe a 1.806. 1.806. Then separately multiply 40,000 into 1.806. So 72,240 is the answer. What is the meaning, you tell me? Today if you are investing 40,000, if you are waiting for 10 years means at 6% interest rate, after 10 years your future value will be 72,240. Are you getting? So this is the calculation of multiple period of compounding. I will go to the next problem. Suppose firm deposit rupees 5 lakh for 4 years. This is 4 years at 8% interest, and compounding is quarterly. Immediately quarterly is given means m is given. M is equal to 4. So apply the formula where m is available in the formula. So compounding is quarterly basis. What is the CV at? What is the CV at? What is the CV at the end of the fourth year? What is the CV at the end of the fourth year? CV means compound value. Compound value means future value. You have to calculate the future value after end of the fourth year. Apply the formula for multiple period of compounding. How did you understand it is multiple period of compounding? Because quarterly is given. In the last problem, semi-annually is given. Otherwise, interest is done once in a year. But here interest is calculated once in every 3 months. Therefore, it is quarterly. M is equal to 4. So, Fn is equal to P into 1 plus I divided by M to the power N into M. Substitute. P is equal to 5 lakh. 1 plus 0.08 divided by M is means quarterly. Therefore, it is 4 to the power N how many years? 4 years. 4 into 4. This step is not required. Directly you will get this step. So how to calculate? 0.08 divided by 4 plus 1 to the power 16. Direct step. Second step is not required. Third step is not required. Directly go to this step. Then multiply 5 lakh into 1.373. So answer value is 6,86,500. Meaning is, if you are investing 5 lakh today and waiting for 4 years at 6%, 8% interest rate, means after 4 years your value will be 6,86,500. Interest is calculated once in a quarter. Next. Yeah, this is the 7-mark question. Very important. Find out the compound value. What do you mean by compound value? Compound value means future value. Find out the compound value of rupees 1000. Find out the compound value of rupees 1000. Interest rate at 12% per annum. If the compounded semi-annually, annually, quarterly, monthly for 2 years. So N is equal to how many years? 2 years. You have to calculate for semi-annually. That time M is equal to 2. If you have to calculate annually, that time M is equal to 1. Try to understand. Annually means M is equal to 1. Only once in a year they are calculating the interest. Then quarterly M is equal to 4. And monthly M is equal to 12. And so you have to calculate the compound value. Compound value means future value. Since semi-annually, quarterly, monthly is given, it is the case of multiple period of compounding. So apply the formula. Fn is equal to P into 1 plus I divided by M to the power N into M. P is 1000. 1 plus interest rate is 0.12 divided by 2, because it is a semi-annually case, to the power N into M. If you substitute, you will get 1262. Now calculation for annually. If you are calculating for annually, means M is equal to 1. This is nothing but the same. See, this formula annually calculation is nothing but, in today's class, first formula we have seen, no, same method, because anything if you divided with the 1, your answer will be same. So this is annually calculation. That time M is equal to 1. Quarterly calculation, M is equal to 4. So wherever M is there in the formula, use 4. This step is not required. This step is not required. Directly go to this step. So first you have to write this one, then directly go to this step, then go to the answer. Then finally monthly. Monthly means M is equal to 12. So that time use your calculator. 0.12 divided by 12 plus 1 directly to the power 24. 12 into 2 means 24. You will get one long digit. Take only 3 digit, 1.270 after decimal. Then multiply with the 1000. You will get 1270 is the answer. You observe the answer everywhere. You observe the answer. Now semi-annually means 1262 is the answer. Annually means 1254. Quarterly means 1267. Monthly means 1270. What is the implication, you tell me? So if the number of time compounding is more, means your future value also will be more. See, monthly calculation means every time, every once in a month they are calculating the interest. Because of compounding technique, you will get more value, that is 1270. Annually, once in a year they are calculating interest means they will get less amount, that is 1254. Quarterly means 1267, more amount you will get. So that is the interpretation part. So this is regarding the multiple period of compounding. Next calculation is relating to ERI. What do you mean by ERI? ERI is nothing but effective rate of interest calculation. Sometimes they will ask for 7 mark, effective rate of interest rate. Try to understand effective rate of interest calculation as well as multiple period of compounding formula almost one and the same. Formula almost one and the same. But slight variation is there in the ERI calculation. So we'll discuss the problem. If a company pays 15% interest rate, that means I is equal to 15%, compounded quarterly, that means M is equal to 4 for a 3 years. So N is equal to 3 years. Assume principal amount is 10,000, that is nothing but present value. What is CV? What is CV means what is the meaning? What is compound value? CV means compound value. One more name for compound value is future value. What is CV after 3 years, and also calculate what is ERI. Two things calculation are there here. One is compound value calculation, one is ERI calculation. What and all given in the problem? I is given in the problem, M is given in the problem, P is given in the problem, number of year is given in the problem. Yeah, now go to the solution part. Yeah, answer. First I will calculate the future value because it is a multiple period of compounding. Why? Because quarterly information is given. So Fn is equal to P into 1 plus I divided by M to the power N into M. 15% quarterly calculation, therefore it is 4,555. Next, ERI calculation, slight difference. P we are not using in ERI formula, and one more extra calculation is -1. So ERI formula 1 plus I divided by M to the power N into M minus 1. P we are not using in ERI calculation. Now this step and all not required. I will give you the instruction. Use direct step. Do this part first. 0.15 divided by 4. You will get one answer. Directly plus 1. You will get one answer. To the power 12. You will get one answer. Directly minus 1. You will get one answer. That is a long digit you will get. Multiply with 100. Why multiply with 100 is needed? Because it is ERI calculation. ERI always measured in terms of percentage. Therefore, final answer is ERI 55.5%. Calculation part, suppose if you are not getting direct answer means later part you ask me how to calculate. I will explain. I will give you the instruction. Follow the same method. 0.15 divided by 4 plus 1 to the power 12 minus 1. You will get this part. Directly multiply with 100. You will get answer. Effective rate of interest is 55.5%. Next problem. Second problem. Miss Kala deposited rupees 5,000 in a bank. One time they are investing 5,000 rupees. Therefore, principal amount or present value is 5,000 in a bank, which pays 13% compound interest. I is equal to 13%. What is ERI and future value? So you have to calculate ERI, that is effective rate of interest. This is ERI, and future value if compounding is done half yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly. That means M is given. Half yearly means M is equal to 2, quarterly means M is equal to 4, monthly means M is equal to 12, weekly means M is equal to 52. What and all you have to calculate? You have to calculate compound value, that is future value, and you have to calculate ERI. We'll discuss one by one. First, for half yearly calculation, that time M is equal to 2. So this is the future value calculation. Apply the formula, you will get the answer. This is for ERI calculation. Apply the formula, you will get answer 13.4%. Then for quarterly, quarterly means M is equal to 4. Apply the formula for future value. Apply the formula for ERI. Try to understand the difference. For FN calculation, present value we are using. For ERI calculation, present value is immaterial. We are not using P. We are not using P in the ERI formula. So if you substitute, means you will get the answer. That is quarterly calculation. Monthly calculation, M is equal to 12. Wherever M is there, you have to apply 12. Now, see, try to understand, in this particular problem, number of year is not given. Therefore, I am using number of year is 1. Normally, number of year they will give in the problem. If they are not giving number of year, means use 1. Therefore, see, in monthly calculation, N I am using 1. Quarterly, N I am using 1. Monthly, N I am using 1. So you will get the answer. Monthly calculation. Finally, weekly calculation, that time M is equal to 52. Now with the ordinary calculator, you cannot calculate, because to the power 52 time you cannot multiply in ordinary calculator. Therefore, always use scientific calculator. See, observe the value every time. If it is half yearly, 5670 is the future value. ERI is 13.4%. If it is quarterly, means 5680, 13.6. It is increasing. If it is monthly, means further it is increasing, 5690, 13.8%. If it is weekly, means further again it is increasing and it is 13.9%. But annually calculation means your ERI as well as interest rate amount is the same, that is 13% only. So that is an important question for 7 mark or 10 mark question. Next, within 5 or 10 minutes I will finish remaining concept. This is the doubling period concept. What do you mean by doubling period concept? Doubling period concept is very simple. Suppose you have 100 rupees in your hand. If you are investing 100 rupees in a bank, in how many years that 100 rupees becomes 200 rupees? How many year it takes to double your amount? That is the meaning of doubling period. Doubling period means how many year it requires to double your amount. So question, if you deposit 10,000 at 6% interest, in how many year it takes to double your amount? So meaning is 10,000 if you are investing at 6% interest, means exactly how many year it requires for double your amount. In doubling period formula, see, it is the case of doubling period. How you understand it is case of doubling period? Because in question it is given how many year it takes to double the amount. Therefore, it is regarding the doubling period. So rule 72, rule 69, two cases are there. Rule 72 formula, dp is equal to 72 divided by I. I means percentage. So 72 divided by I is, what is the percentage? 6%. So dp is 12. 12 is year. So doubling period always in terms of year. So what is the meaning? If you invest 10,000 rupees today, that is a principal value at a 6% interest rate, in 12 years it takes after 12 years you will get to 20,000 rupees. That means exactly 12 years needed at a 6% interest to double your amount. You can apply rule 69. dp is equal to 0.35 plus 69 divided by I. If you substitute 69 divided by 6, you do it, plus 0.35 you do it, 11.85, that is approximately 12 years. So exactly 11.85 or 12 years it requires to double your amount. That is the case of doubling period. One more problem we will discuss regarding the doubling period. If you deposit 500 today, at 5% interest rate, in how many years this will amount doubled? So doubling period formula, 72 rule, 69 rule you have to apply. So approximately 14 years or 14.15 years it takes to double your amount. You can cross verify this answer by applying the future value formula. You apply the future value formula like Fn is equal to P into 1 plus I to the power n. P is 500, I is given 5% interest rate, n approximately you take 14 years, your answer will be 1,000 rupees. So that means doubling period means how many years it takes to double your amount. It takes approximately 14 years to double your amount with the 5% interest rate. Last question for today's class, ERI in the case of doubling period. In this particular case, it is a problem relating to doubling period. They will give number of year, you have to calculate effective rate of interest. This is ERI in the case of doubling period. This ERI formula is different. Whatever we discussed today, ERI formula, that is different. This is ERI in the case of doubling period, not that much important, but still I will explain. The financial institution has come up with a offer to the public where institution pays double the amount invested. So this part is underlined. Institution pays double the amount invested in the institute at the end of the 8 years. So n is equal to 8 years. Mr. A, who is interested to deposit 1000 rupees, so P is equal to 1000 with the institution and wants to know the ERI that will be given by the institution. So this is ERI in the case of doubling period. Why? Because they have mentioned double the amount. Therefore, it is the case of ERI in the case of doubling period. So formula, ERI or I is equal to 72 divided by doubling period. So ERI is equal to 9%. So rule 69 if you apply means you will get 8.975%. Why? Because it is ERI, therefore it is percentage, measured in terms of percentage. Meaning is, if you invest 1000 rupees and answer is 9%, for 8 years means your amount will be doubled. That means you will get 2000 rupees. So this is ERI in the case of doubling period. So this is today's class. Any doubt if you have means you can ask now. 44 students are there. Any doubt is there means you can ask now.